Hello friends, my great pleasure to welcome you to my channel as a graphics and multimedia. My name is Rafi Yakub right here, and in today's video you are going to learn how to create corporate Trifold brochure print ready templates in Photoshop step-by-step tutorial. So let's get started. Well, before we dive deep into the tutorial, if you're very new to this channel, remember to click on the subscribe, turn on the notification bell, so each time I post content about Photoshop you'll be notified. So with that being said, so let's dive into the tutorial and see how to create Trifold brochure corporate print ready template in Photoshop. So let's begin. So the first thing you want to do is to come to the top right here. Make sure you click on file and click on new. All right, so you need to come to the top right here. Make sure you title your design right here, corporate Trifold brochure. Then you come to the width. Make sure you type in 11.691 for the width. Come to the height. Make sure you type in 8.267 for the height. And make sure your resolution here is 300 and your color here should be CMYK color. Finally, come down below right here and click on create. So next thing you want to do is to pick your ruler, both vertical and horizontal. Then make sure it snaps to the page like this. Next thing you want to do is to come to your toolbar right here, click and hold down. Make sure this time around you have to make sure you choose your rectangle tool. Then having choose your rectangle tool, you have to come to the top right here. Make sure your shape is checked. Then you can change the color to another color of your choice from the point here. Next thing you want to do is to come to the artwork right here. Just click once. So when you click once, this is going to pop up. Then from the width, you have to change the figure to 3.97 inch. Then you go to the height column. So under the height column, type in 11.691 inch. Okay, then you come down right here. Make sure you click on OK right here. So you are going to have stuff like this. Next thing you need to do is to come to the toolbar right here. Make sure you click on your move tool. Having selected your move tool, then come to the top right here, go to select. Make sure you click on all. Then you have to make sure you pick on align vertical center and align horizontal center. So after you have successful align, next thing you want to do is to go back to select. Make sure you click on the select. So you are going to have a stuff like this. Though you can delete this window right here. We don't need it for now. And come to your layer right here. Right click on the layer. Make sure you click on duplicate layer. So you can make this one rectangle 2, and then you click on OK. All right. So what you want to do right here is that you can double click on the rectangle 2 for now. And you can change the color for a proper differentiation and click on OK. Next thing you want to do is to come to the home tab right here. You have to look for select, look for all, and then you have to align to the left edge right here. Once you align, then you go back to select. Make sure you click on the select, so you have it this way. Next thing you want to do is to right click on the rectangle 2 layer. Then you have to look for duplicate layer this time around. So this is going to be rectangle 3, as the case may be. So rectangle 3, and then you click on OK. So what we want to do next is that we have to go back to the home tab right here. We make sure we click on select, we click on all, and we have to align this to right edge. Okay, you align to the right edge. Then you have to go back to select and make sure you deselect. So you are going to have a stuff like this. Okay, next thing we want to do is to go back to our layer right here. We have to press shift key and select this third rectangle. Then we come down below here. We make sure we group them, and once we group them, we have it in a single folder like this. So next thing we want to do is to go back to our ruler. We have to make sure we divide this with a ruler, and then we make sure it snaps to the center of the page like this. Now we have to go back to our layer right here, go back to our layer panel, and we make sure we disable this. So we have it this way. Okay, so what we want to do right now is to start to play with shapes and color to create a fantastic Trifold brochure in Photoshop. So the first thing for, we have to go back to our toolbar right here. We click and hold down from the shape tool. We make sure we choose our rectangle shape. So having choose our rectangle shape, then we have to draw a big rectangle as much as possible like this. Then the next thing we need to do is to come to the move tool right here, and what we want to do next is to go to our home tab right here. We click on edit, then we look for free transform. Then we have to rotate this particular shape, and we can rotate it this way. Better still, we can come to the rotation angle right here and we type in 45 degree. And once we are satisfied with the degree of the rotation, then we are good to go, and we can position the shape in a proper way and manner we want it. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with stuff like this, and let me take it to the top a little bit. So I'm satisfied with the stuff like this. Then we can come to the top right here, click on this check mark to accept the transform. Okay, so we can come to the layer panel right here. So what we want to do right here, we can name this layer, and we just need to double click and we name it image layer. Okay, so next thing we want to do is to come to the image layer. We right click on the image layer, then we make sure we duplicate the image layer. So this can just be image layer 2 anyhow, and we can just delete the image because this is not going to be an image layer. So I will just click on OK, duplicate this again, right click on here, and we duplicate layer. So this can be layer 3, and then I will click on OK. So this layer 3, I will make sure I disable it for now. Then I'll fall back to the layer 2, and I will have to come to the toolbar right here. I will make sure my rectangle tools is active. Then I'll have to come to the property right here, shape property. I'll make sure this is disabled. And what I'm going to do right here, I will make sure I change the color of this for a proper differentiation. Then I'll come to the stroke width. I will make sure I increase the stroke width as much as possible until I'm satisfied with the kind of width I'm looking for. Okay, so continue to increase it this way, and I think I'm good with this. So our next thing I'm going to do is to exit from this particular effect. Then we have to go back to the layer right here. I'm going to make sure I select my third layer active. I will make it fixable. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to go to my home tab right here. I will go to edit. Then I'll have to look for my free transform. So this allows me to drag this particular shape to the top, and I'll make sure it snaps to the available page size I have right here. So for me to make it proper differentiation, I have to come to the layer right here. I will double click on the layer. Then I will have to change the color for now. Then I go back to my edit, and I will look for my free transform. So this is just for me to align it properly and make sure it fits in that particular shape. Okay, just like what we have right here. So I'm satisfied with that. So what I'm going to do next is that I will have to make a duplicate of this third layer. So I will have to go back to my layer panel right here. I will right click on the layer, and I will look for duplicate layer. So this one here is going to be layer 4, and I will click on OK. So this layer 4 right here, so let me close this tab for now. This layer 4 right here, I will have to drag it down here. So this is where I need it. Okay, so I need it right here. So I will double click on the layer right here. I can call this image layer 2, and then I will click on OK. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to make a duplicate of this. I will right click on the layer, and I'll make sure I look for duplicate layer. So this can be blending layer, just like that, and I will click on OK. So we have it this way. So I'm going to make sure I disable the blending layer. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to make sure I locate this particular layer right here. So having located this layer, then I'll have to right click on the layer and then duplicate layer. So this can be alternative to layer. Okay, so you're going to see how we are going to use all this layer one after the other. So once it's become available, then I will double click on the layer thumbnail right here. Then I will make sure I change the color for now for proper differentiation. Then what I'm going to do next is to go to the edit from the home tab right here. I will look for my free transform. All right, so at this point here, we have to drag this into this particular place right here. Okay, so this is where I need it. So I think I'm satisfied with what I have right here. Okay, so at this point now, we have to go back to our rectangle. So this particular one right here, I will add a stroke width, stroke color to be white, and then I will make sure I increase the stroke width from the top right here. So I can add as much as possible stroke width to this particular one right here. Okay, until I'm satisfied with the width. So I think 34 is still much okay for me. All right, so I'm going to click on here to exit from the effect. So next thing I'm going to do is to right click on this alternative layer, and I'll make sure I click on duplicate layer. So this is going to be alternative to layer 2. Okay, and I will click on OK. So right now what I'm going to do is to go back to my toolbar right here. I will select on my rectangle tool. So this time around I have to disable the stroke for the alternative layer. Then I will have to come to the color right here. I will change it to the white color. Then what I'm going to do next is to drag this one down a little bit, and then I'll make sure I maintain the same interval just like what we have right here. So I can select on my alternative layer 2 again and go back to my rectangle tool. So what I'm going to do here is just to increase the width of this particular shape right here. I think 45 width will be much pretty okay, and I'm going to press in on okay, just like that. So next thing we want to do is to bring in image into our Brochure. So I'm going to start from this particular shape right here. So we have to make sure we come to the layer panel right here. We're going to start with image layer right here, but before that we need to disable this layer 1, and we have to disable this layer 2 and 3. So when we disable them, so we're going to have the visible access to the image layer. So we can go to the home tab right here, we go to file, and then we look for place embedded. This allows us to search for the picture from our desktop. So I'll have to look for my picture right here. All right, so next thing I'm going to do right here is to make sure I locate this particular layer. This layer 2, I will make it visible. Having make it visible, then we have to make sure the layer is active. Then we go to our rectangle shape right here. Then we have to come to the property. We click on here, and we can pick color from this point right here. Then you can see the color code right here. I will highlight, I right click, I will make sure I copy the color code, and then I will click on OK. Boom. So it's going to become active right here. So next thing I'm going to do is to come to the blend mode right here, and I will have to look for a kind of blend mode that will work with this. I think multiply is okay, and we can work on the opacity right here. I think 100% opacity is good. So next thing I'm going to do is to make sure I select on this particular third layer right here. Having selected this third layer, I will have to make sure it become active. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to double click on the layer thumbnail right here. I will have to change this to kind of gray, and I will click on OK. Then I will have to look for blend mode for this. So I'll make the blend mode soft light. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. So next thing I'm going to do is to make sure I look for the image layer 2, and I'll have to go to file, and then I'll look for place embedded. Then I have to come to the image layer right here. I'll make sure I right click, and I'll duplicate this, and I'll click on OK. So the duplicate one here, I will have to take it to the top. Then I will make sure the image is fixable again. Then I will select on the image, I will right click on it, and I'll make sure I click on create clipping mask. Then I have to disable the duplicate of the shape, so for me to properly adjust the image right here. Then I have to make sure this shape is active again. I will double click on the layer thumbnail, and what I'm going to do next is to make sure I come here, press Ctrl A to highlight, Ctrl V to paste the color code, and I'll make sure I click on OK. Then I have to come to the blend mode right here. Then I will choose multiply. Okay, so I have to work on this particular shape right here, and I will go back to my rectangle, and I need to change the color from here. Then I need to come to the top right here. I will change this color to green. I think I'm satisfied with that. Then I will have to select on this again, and I will double click on the layer thumbnail. Let me use gray here and click on OK. Then I have to locate this particular shape right here, and what I'm going to do next is to look for the layer. Okay, I will have to double click on the layer thumbnail right here, and I will have to change the color from this point here and to something like this, and I'm clicking on OK.